afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the world's favorite show at 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock every Friday. It is the YSN Power Hour Super Show, and it's all brought to you by our friends at Toyota of Warren. Let's go around the horn, starting with the proud father of the 440 Sports Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Sam Torres joining the show today. To my right, we also have the Prince of Portage County. Ladies and gentlemen, Ty Bartell joins us from parts unknown in Afghanistan. And finally, he not only speaks over the highlights, but he puts them directly into his hair. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Hughes. And me, you know me. I'm just that old dude with no hair with America across his hat today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ Yoakley. No clapping. Let's get right down to business, boys. A unbelievable week last week. We had lightning, we had storms, we had games that got moved from Friday to Saturday, we had games that were Saturday from the jump. This week, I believe we only have a couple Saturday games, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to take a look real quick. I probably should have looked before I stuck my foot squarely into my suck hole. We've got LeBray and Warren JFK. We have that covered for you tomorrow. So one game on Saturday as it stands now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't downloaded it already, I need you to go to your app store and download the Storm Tracker 21 app and make sure you know what's coming tonight. We already got one round, or depending on where you are, multiple rounds of storms tonight. It looks like it's going to be a stormy football night in the state of Ohio and Western Pennsylvania. So make sure you are reading over. 80s are telling me this, making sure that you know what their policies are in regards to umbrellas, in regards to ponchos, and things of that nature. Don't be that guy that brings in an umbrella and ruins it for somebody else, okay? We don't need any Karens or any Kens in the stands that are ruining the opportunity to see their grandchild, their child, their significant person of interest playing a football game or playing in the marching band. So, but we do want you to make sure that you know what's coming. So download that Storm Tracker 21 app right now. It's free, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. It's kind of like, guys, you remember that Back to the Future 2 when like Doc Brown knows every drop of rain when it comes? That's pretty much Storm Tracker 21. Eric Wilhelm and the gang have it on lock. So make sure you do too. Download that Storm Tracker 21 app right meow. All right, down to business. We did not do so great in the picks category last week. We're just going to throw it out there. Let's start with that. Sam, before we get started, your exciting game of the night, who are you looking at and why?
Yeah, I think tonight we've got a really great set of games on our ysnlive.com. I think it was 29 the last time I counted. I could have miscounted. I call games, I don't do math. But I think tonight, and this is going to be a surprise to everybody, I really think tonight's game to watch is going to be PV and Jefferson. I think that this has all the makings for a classic.
Incredible. Ty, for you, what are you thinking?
You know, I mean, there's one game that I'm looking at right now. I think the Jackson Milton Blue Jays and the Wyndham Bombers, I think, doing battle tonight are going to be a fun matchup. Both these teams, physical teams, both these teams have really good quarterback play. I think it's going to be a fun matchup, and I think they match up pretty well. The Lisbon Blue Devils is. I don't know why I was looking at that one. Hold on, let me go with a different one then. The other one I was looking at, Cheney and Boardman tonight was the other one I was looking at for the hard-hitting physical matchup between the Spartans and the Cowboys.
Always a big one in the it used to be the Steel something or other. Eric Hughes. Anyway, who's got your eyes tonight?
I'm going to say Cheney and Boardman also need. Cheney last week, they had a tough loss against a really good Stros team, but I think the good news for them is that's one of the best teams they're going to have to play this year, and it's going to be a great game tonight, especially with the rain. They love to play Smash Mouth football against a very respectable Boardman team. That's definitely on my, yeah.
Cannot wait. Russell Pavlov, Radar, as we call him affectionately. The game for me to watch, the West Branch and Girard matchup in Girard. That's not a bad pick there, Radar. Got to turn the satellites around, make sure they're locked in to Trumbull County tonight. It seems like there's already some not only games we had, but we got some breaking news that the Hubbard game is moved back to 8:30. Okay, so if you're headed out that direction, you're looking for it on YSN. It will not start, we're hearing, until 8:30, so keep that in mind. Also, Just so you know, FYI, we had a little batch. Everybody's got it going on right now. A little batch of the flu going around. Unfortunately, that took out our Canfield announce team. We will not be making the trip to Canfield. To where is it?
Olmsted Falls, I believe.
Olmsted Falls.
I
Yes.
also second guessed myself too. Wyndham and Jackson Milton, you do play tonight, so everything I said originally still is on for your game. So I was right. I shouldn't have second guessed
Locked in.
myself.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we will not have the Canfield game tonight due to some illness on our side. So we do apologize for that. But folks, you get it, right? Everybody's got the sniffles right now, and Gary has gone through a lot worse than the sniffles. So if the guy thinks that he's down and out, he's down and out. So T's and P's, and hopefully they're back on their feet next week. And good luck to Canfield tonight. We're certainly rooting for you against Olmsted Falls. All right, what else we got?
I want to send before we go.
Sure.
I just want to send a quick shout out. Talking about T's and P's, we do have an announcer that's back on the saddle this week. Our friend Larry Jennings, who had a medical procedure, kind of had to get him taken care of. And the bounce back is real for that man. He is right back on it and going to be on that Edgewood game tonight. So thank you to Larry, and I'm glad you're doing okay, and can't wait to hear you tonight.
Welcome back, buddy. We appreciate you always, and certainly a 1 week recovery for what he had going on. Incredible. Shows you he's a stallion. He's a stallion and a wild stallion at that in the field. All right, you guys want to do some picks? I know we're going to pick up a couple guys along the way, but Sam, we're going to start us off. We're going to go Ashtabula St. John at Beechwood. You have this game. Expectations for this one?
So this one is a big game for St. John. They've had some really tough matchups in the first couple weeks. Trinity is a very good team, very, very good quarterback play. Wycliffe is a team that, it really kind of fed into what St. John's biggest weakness was the run game. This is a game that is right in their wheelhouse. This is the one that I think they can use to kickstart their season. They're going to need a big night from guys like Ryan Williams, who had over 100 yards rushing last week. They're going to need some big play from their quarterback, Vin Narducci. The offensive line has been immaculate, even in those two losses. So if those guys can continue what they've done through 2 weeks, and we can get some bigger play from some other guys, I think St. John is going to take home their first win tonight.
Ty, how about you?
I agree wholeheartedly with you, Sam. I think St. John has the edge in this matchup. Give me the Herald.
Hot take?
I'll take St. John also.
I'm also going to take St. John, and it's because Sam said before the year started, this is an 8-2 ball club, and 0-2. That means I'm picking St. John the rest of the way because I trust my guy Torres. So, St. John, you can pat Sam on the back more than you probably already do. All right, St. John gets the sweep across the board. Second game tonight, it's Barberton at South Range. I will have the call alongside Sammy B. Let me tell you what, guys, South Range. I got the hoodie on, right? I can wear this because it's a non-YSN school that we're playing tonight. They've been impressive, and they've been impressive, like in not only the sportsmanship that they've shown, because I think they could have probably scored a lot more in those first two games, and they held back. They called off the dogs. Both mercy clock games, and I'm going to shock a lot of people here, and I don't want to be that guy, and I don't want to print any bulletin board material for Barberton, but I think a Division II Barberton is in just as much trouble as the first two teams that South Range played in the first 2 weeks. I think we have a running clock third quarter, fourth quarter, and we're out of there quick in Rominger Stadium tonight. I'm taking the Raiders. Samuel.
Yeah, when the Raiders are home on the range, I'm not picking against them. Give me South Range.
Ty?
I would be absolutely shocked if you are saying hoist the colors anytime after 9 p.m. tonight. Give me the Raiders.
Hughes.
Yeah, I can't pick against the Raiders for now, at least. Give me the Raiders in this one.
Oh, I know when you're picking against the Raiders. I know exactly. I got it. It's locked into here, buddy. They all know it. They're coming for you and your Justin Timberlake highlights, too. I've been told you're on their radar.
All right.
They know about you, Hughes.
Yeah.
Beaver Local, this is a 7:30 game. Beaver Local at St. Clairsville. McNuggies has the call for us tonight. Ty, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, You know what? I can't go up against the YSN team. I think Beaver Local is going to take this one. 1-1. I think they have a chance in it. St. Clairsville, I know, is a great team though. They're kind of playing up against a mountain, but give me the Beavers.
Husey,
Beaver Local.
short and sweet. Sam,
All about the Beavers tonight. Let's go.
I'm taking it. Coach McKenzie continues to have those guys impressive. Still a rather young squad, but I mean, 1-1 with that. This is a tough schedule the Beavers are playing. I'll take it. I'll take them to go 2-1 here this evening. All right, next game. We have Berkshire versus Conneaut. WoW TV, our friends over at WoW TV have us covered. Sam, give us a little insight on this one.
So Berkshire is a team that I think is going to play right into the hand of Conneaut. They're going to try to get the run game going. Conneaut, that's who they want to go up against. They struggle a little bit against the pass. Colby Stiltner, who is a first-year quarterback for the Spartans this year, has shown that he can throw the ball. Ryan Turner, who is their tight end, who started last year as a offensive tackle, gets bumped out to the tight end this year. He has 10 catches already this year for the Spartans. He's really taken to that like a fish in water. Rocco Dobrin, the head coach over at Conneaut, he doesn't like to throw the ball too much, but you can when you got a tight end like that. They've got Isaiah Bowles, who's sitting at right around 215 yards rushing. This is going to work out well for them. It's the home opener for the Conneaut Spartans. They're going to be loud, ready to go. It's Spartans in this one.
This one comes down not to the records, not to even who is on the team, but it comes down to the stadiums. And if I'm not mistaken, Berkshire is the place where I almost ended up like Luke Skywalker on that frozen planet in the House of Cheese or whatever they call it. And Gary Niddle was with me. Chris Sigler was with me. We were on top of the press box in it was South Range versus Perry. And it was mentioned to me, it was so cold. And Chris Sigler said, I hope you know that as if you die on this roof, you're staying here until spring, until you thaw out, because we are not dragging you back down. So that being said, I am not a fan of their home facilities. I'm a fan of their hospitality, but being on the roof and almost dying, I'm going to take our friends over at Conneaut. Husey.
Yeah, I'll take Conneaut also.
As long as winded as I was right there, Hughes just goes, I'm waiting. He's waiting to pounce on us for something. There's going to be one that he just goes off on. I'm waiting for it. Ty?
Sparty up.
Dang, real quick. I don't even think Old Tizer is going to be able to get on because we're going to be through these so quick. A lot of people, Colucci's going to be happy he's not on for this one. Canfield at Olmsted Falls. Again, Cardinal fans, we will not have this. We had some illness in our ranks here, so unfortunately we had to take care of our people first, safety first. Gary, we hope you're doing well, brother. I am going to take the Cardinals. I'll lead it off. Talking to Coach Ignazio earlier this week, he's going to use this as a springboard. Last week as a springboard, they drove it to overtime, then won it. Enzo Coca is kind of his road is meeting the rise up, so to speak. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this Canfield team, rather young Canfield team, does against Olmsted Falls, but I think they are able to pull it out in the end. Sam.
Yeah, I mean, Olmsted Falls is solid. They got a couple solid wins, including one over Solon, which is a big time team. But, I'm a big believer in Canfield football. I just think it's a different flavor. They've got great coaches. I know they've got a newer coach over there, but I think the culture remains, and it's really hard to pick against South Range. It's also really hard to pick against Canfield, and I'm going to stick with that. Give me the Cardinals.
Helps when I'm not muted. Ty, go ahead.
Olmsted Falls, yeah, it's a good program, and it's going to be a tall task for Canfield, but I think getting that taste of a win last week is definitely going to help fuel the fire going into this week, and I think it might be enough to help them prevail. Give me the Cardinals in a close one.
I did not mean to cover your face up on purpose, Ty, with Larry's comment. I apologize for that.
You're all good. It's probably for the best anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Canfield finally hits their stride this week. I know week one, tough loss against West Branch last week was a dogfight. Mansfield that came out on top, but this week I think they'll put it all together and have a pretty convincing one. Give me the Cardinals.
Oh, little sweep ski. All right, Cheney at Boardman. You guys were talking about this one. There's a lot of people excited about the rivalry renewed. Two teams looking pretty good this year, athletic as the day is long. Hughes, what's got you excited about this particular matchup?
Well, Jane, like I said, coming off a tough loss last week against a tough Struthers team, really got hit in the mouth. But I think they're going to bounce back this week, honestly, against another really tough Boardman team. So give me the Spartans in this one.
Ooh, the Spartans. All right. Ty, you also
Especially
were
with the
excited
rain.
about- What's that?
Oh, wait. Did I say Spartans? I meant to say Cowboys. My bad. I don't know why I said Spartans.
No! You locked it
That
in.
wasn't even intentional. That wasn't even intentional, I swear.
We can't go back. No. All right. You got the Cowboys, and now Spartan Nation hates you. Everybody hates you, I guess, at this point, man. You're just calling out all the dogs. All right. Ty, you taking Boardman?
It's a 50-50 game for me. I think it's going to be close. I'm going to go with the old man's alma mater. Let me go Cheney on this one, though.
I knew you were going to pull that. With Donnie Riccatelli and Don Mascola calling this game, it's a home game for Boardman, which means as chippy as this one is certain to get, the Spartans love playing in the Spartan Dome. I'm going to take the Spartans in this one, in a close one, over the Cowboys. Sam.
Yeah, I think this is a really tough one. I think Cheney is so immensely talented. They're another team that it's hard to go against. They got roughed up pretty well, like Hughes was saying, against a very good Struthers team. But I am a believer in Zach Haas. I really am. So give me Boardman.
Zach Haas, the Dutch House. Let's go to Clearview. I almost said Crestview. Clearview at McDonald. CJ Bako. We pronounce it 19 different ways. He's got the call for you tonight. CJ, I apologize, buddy. I talked to a lot of 5 McDonald players. This game is very meaningful for them. This is their first home game of the season. They're really excited about a bigger school coming in and want to close some lips that have been talking, I guess, a little bit. So let's see if our friends from McDonald can get it done. I'm going to take the Blue Devils. I believe in Drew Zajac. Sam.
Yeah, I think the Blue Devils get a statement win tonight. I think you're exactly right. 2-0. They haven't really gotten the respect. Obviously they've gotten it here on YSN, but maybe in the communities that they would like because of being a smaller school. I think Clearview is going to be a great way to stamp it in. Give me the Blue Devils.
By the way, if you haven't seen the Kyle Puckett interview, the quarterback for McDonald this year, go watch it and tell me he doesn't look exactly like Kirk Cousins. Like exactly. And he wears the number 8. I'm just saying the captain is back in the saddle. Let's see how it goes. And he's a slinger, guys, and he can run. Hughes, who do you got in this matchup?
Yeah, I'll take McDonald also. They proved me wrong the last 2 weeks. I know I picked against them the first 2 weeks, but they play good so far. But the thing for them, the schedule is only going to get hard from here for them. But I'll take the Blue Devils tonight.
Welcome back, Hughesy. Way to get back on board here. We appreciate you. The USS YSN. All right, Ty, who do you have?
This is a tough matchup, too, but you want to talk about McDonald feeling disrespected. How about Drew Pasture has Clearview a 26-point favorite over them tonight? I don't think it's even going to be close to that. I think McDonald isn't going to be in a competitive one. I think it will be close. I think it'll be a possession, but give me the Blue Devils.
In the rain. The rain.
And they love that, too. They love that plays right into a McDonald style of offense.
The Blue Devils will be rocking tonight in their first home game. All right, we have what is this? Dom Community at Struthers. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
All right. Matt Romeo and Tom Otto have the call for us tonight from Struthers, from Wildcat Nation. Hughes, I can't start with anybody but you. You love those Wildcats like no other. Playing Dom, are they playing a community college? Is that what's happening here? We've run out of people to play, so Struthers is so good, we're just going to call out community colleges. And next week's UCLA.
Community college I've never heard of, to be honest. But honestly, Struthers, I've been high on them. Like, of course, I'm from Struthers, but they really exceeded my expectations last week. I thought that chain game was going to be like game of the week, but they went out there and won like 20-6. I'm not mistaken. They're hot right now. I think they're going to stay hot. Give me the Wildcats.
Do we have a spread on this one? I mean, I've never even heard of this high school, to be honest with you. I've never ever.
I'm trying to find it right now. It's tough to find one right now. Hold
This
on.
is this is not the first time I've seen them, but I've never seen them play any of our teams. So put it that way. While Ty's looking that up, Sam, we want to tap dance for a minute and see who you're taking?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You guys thought that the score, I know this is going to be outside of character. I don't typically pick the Wildcats. So let me tell you what, guys, I am going to go with the Wildcats this week. And if you guys lose, I don't want to be told I'm giving you bad juju, but there's no way I'm picking another team against, they're going against Bishop Sycamore this week. So give me Struthers.
He's wised up.
It seriously feels like that too, Sam, because I don't think Drew Pasture can calculate anything for Dawn community right now. So yeah, give me the Wildcats in this one.
What if it's just like some dude named Don who just rolls out? And it's DOHN, by the way. It's not like
Dawn's community, his whole community. He just brings the
it's just
community
his
with
neighborhood.
him.
They bring
He
a
just
grill.
brings the neighborhood.
Hi, everybody. You want some hot dogs? You care for a glizzy? Let's go to East. I think this is going to be a dogfight. East Liverpool at Salem. Matt Mowry, Jared Niederheiser, the OGs of Quaker Nation, calling this one for you. Paul Cusick against Ron Johnson. Doesn't get more old school. Punch you in the mouth with the rain coming down at SIBO Stadium. Let's start with you, Ty. Who are you taking?
This intriguing because someone's getting their first win tonight. East Liverpool's just been in some heartbreakers, man. I feel like they can get it done tonight. Salem favored by 18 in this one, but I think the Potters, if it's in a rain type game, they can pull it off. Give me East Liverpool.
That is very surprising. And 18, you said 18?
18, yeah. With
Wow.
84% confidence behind it too, and we'll see about that. I think in the rain, I think it plays into East Liverpool's style of play for sure.
Hughes, who are you taking this battle?
I'll take Salem. I mean, Salem's really been through the ringer so far these first 2 weeks, going up against a tough Poland team, then against a tough South Rhine team the very next week. But I think they'll get their first one here at home.
Sammy?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I got to build off what Hughes was saying. I agree. I think Salem has an 0-2 record that's not reflective of what they truly are. It's a home game for them as well. East Liverpool is talented, but I mean, I think Salem has already been punched for 2 weeks in a row, and they're ready to start laying some people out. Give me the Quakers.
This is the first home game, if I'm not mistaken, for the Quakers as well. Played at Poland, at South Range, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to make sure that's right. So somebody fact check me, make sure I'm not lying. So I'm going to go with East Liverpool. They've played, you talk about being through the ringer. They've played two incredibly tough games, both of them coming down to the wire. I still believe in Paul Cusick. I believe that it is a coming out party for the Potters tonight at SIBO Stadium in the rain in a 4-point game. Potters win by 4. I'm calling it right now. All right, let's go to Geneva at Springfield. Sam, this is one you circle on your calendar before the season even starts every single year because you talk – when you first came on, you said, I'm just so excited to see Springfield every week. Where you're from, Geneva is one of the bells of the ball. Talk to me about this one.
So Geneva is coming in this year. Now, Geneva lost quite a few guys from that senior class last year. If you guys remember the game from last year, Geneva was able to kind of get a firm hold on this one and run away with it. Geneva's had some quality opponents early in this one, beating up on University School. But, this ain't at the Spire. They got to go to New Middletown. They got to go into the Tiger Dome. They got to go play Springfield at Springfield. Springfield always gets wins every year that finally get people to start talking. And I think it's going to happen tonight. Give me Springfield in this one. I think they are looking for some redemption from last year. I think, Geneva really got out on them. They're not used to losing like that. Give me Springfield. They've had a tough year already. This is where they start their season.
Sean Guerrero and the Tigers looking to get on the board. I'm going to take him as well. I never, especially at home, bet against Sean Guerrero, especially when he's on a mission. And they have had a tough open to the season. But like you said, Sam, there is not a Sean Guerrero remembers. He's got an elephant memory, and he remembers what happened in the last previous years, as a matter of fact, not just last year, but years. And I think the Tigers get it done tonight. Noah Doty, CJ Schroeds have the coverage, continuing with Eric Hughes. What do you got?
Give me the MVAC Scarlet team. I'll take the Tigers.
You just showing it off that you know it and nobody else does. I can't pin them to a color of the MVAC. I just know they're in it. Ty.
Yeah, that team up there is favored by 29, but I don't think they know what it's going to be like going to New Middletown. Give me the Tigers versus the team up there.
29?
Yeah.
Drew.
After it was a 7-point game last year, too, which is a little bit crazy to me, but we'll see.
And it's going to rain tonight. I don't know that 29 points is getting scored.
I don't know if Drew takes into account for rain.
Drew needs to download Storm Tracker 21. That's what he needs to do. Take it down a little bit. All right, Grand Valley at Cardinal. Tyler Hartz is going to be on the call for that. Sammy, take us through that one.
Listen, Grand Valley has had 2 weeks of tough losses on their brand new and absolutely beautiful turf. They are going up against a team in Cardinal that got roughed up by PV last week, 48-0. Cardinal is big. Their offensive line plays very, very well, but Grand Valley is prepped for this. They're ready to go. Andrew Soltis, who is the running back there, he's got 175 yards already. They have found their rushing attack. They have switched over into this wing T style offense. Grand Valley's ready to get it going. These two are going to be NAC opponents next year as Cardinal joins the NAC next year. Grand Valley's part of it this year. Grand Valley is going to give them a kiss from the NAC, just like PV did last week. Give me the Mustangs.
A kiss from the knack. Oh, that sounds spicy. I also am going to take Grand Valley in much shorter fashion. Go get them. Go get them. Ty, who do you have?
Yeah, give me Grand Valley getting their first win tonight.
I just want to kiss on the knack. That's all I want. Eric Hughes.
Grand Valley.
Even shorter than me. Beautiful, man. Harvey at Edgewood, the wonderful, the memorable, and the always legendary Larry Jennings has the call for us. Sam, what do you got with Harvey and Edgewood?
So Edgewood's offense has been very interesting. 18 points last week. A little bit of a slower starter. They've got a very, very talented junior quarterback in Nate Stewart. He's got a cannon on his shoulder. They got a kid by the name of Riley Baldwin who can go up and get it with the best of them. Huge hops, great hands. He probably should have had 2 touchdowns last week, but the Grand Valley defender did a great job after, getting head tapped of pushing him out to keep that touchdown from standing. But this Harvey team is interesting. They've got a kid by the name of Sean Alston who is coming back from injury. And if you know anything about Paynesville athletics, especially Harvey, if there's an Alston on the field, they've got talent. This one is going to go back and forth, but it's going to come down to, because of the rain, who's going to have the better running game. And I think that's going to be Edgewood tonight. Look for a lot of Ochoa, look for a lot of Pope, and look for Stewart to show off his wheels tonight as well. Give me the Warriors.
I'm taking the Warriors as well. Mr. Hughes?
Warriors.
Chop, chop. Ty.
Yeah, if there's one thing I know about Edgewood football is they run the ball. And I mean, if it's a rainy day, it's going to play right into Edgewood's offense. Continue the tomahawk chop. Give me the Warriors.
A chop and sweep across the board for the YSN panel. All right, Hubbard at Howland was supposed to be at 7 o'clock, now 8:30. So keep that in mind, guys. A little later start, prime time on the network. The Eagles are flying high. And Howland, we know what they're capable of this year. We've seen it already. Zach Svensson has the coverage for us tonight from the Tigers Den. Let's go, Ty. Who do you have in this one?
I've been really impressed with Hubbard the last couple of weeks. And again, for the same reasons I said Edgewood too. If it's raining, it plays into a run style of offense, and that's what Hubbard really does best. But even if they do have to go to passing game, they got that young man behind center too that can toss some touchdowns into the end zone. So give me Hubbard in this one, I think, in a close game.
Samuel.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the one thing that I have always respected out of Hubbard, since even before being on covering Youngstown teams on YSN, is their ability to run. If it is raining, I am not picking against Hubbard. Give me Hubbard.
That sounds like it's like the theme of the night, right? There's always one team that's exceptional when there's elements. That being said, I'm going to take Hubbard because it is going to be tough to bet against them this year. They have pulled kids that we've never heard of and making a name for themselves each and every week here on YSN. So incredibly proud. I do think this one, again, I feel like I'm a broken record, going to be a little bit closer than most will admit to. So I'm taking the Birds. Gary Altizer, welcome to the Power Hour.
Hello, fellas. Sorry for the late entrance.
You're good, buddy. Who are you taking, Hubbard or Howland?
A tough game. Sounds like it's going to be a fun game. A late start. Hopefully that you can avoid some of the sloppiness there with these two tough teams. But I've been on that Hubbard train, so fly, Eagles, fly.
All right. Eric Hughes?
Yeah, I'll take the Eagles tonight. I'm not talking about the NFL either. Talking about the Hubbard Eagles.
Well, these Eagles won't wear green either, so we're good. Let's go Jackson Milton at Wyndham. Ty, you like this matchup. Tell me why you like it so much.
Like I said, man, I think quarterback play, it's going to be pretty even. We've seen exceptional quarterback play. And I mean, these are the two teams with like similar makeup where they're going to be physical. They're going to be hard hitting, and they got a lot of senior leadership across the board too. And also you look at the teams as well. There are teams that have both been very successful early on this season. And that's another reason why I'm really excited about this one. I know Wyndham, I believe it's Wyndham home or away in this one. Is it at Wyndham or is it at Jackson?
They're home.
Wyndham's at home. Yeah, and that plays right into when you're going into the Bombers hangar. It's a 50-50 matchup, but I like the way Wyndham's been playing. They have a lot of senior leadership on that team, and Mr. Jack I behind center is a stud, and he's a dog. So I'm going to go with the Bombers tonight.
Hughesy.
Yeah, Wyndham coming off a big win against East Palestine last week, if I'm not mistaken, and I think they'll get another one here tonight.
Gary?
Wyndham, one of the smallest public schools in the state. I think Sam's the one that told us they've been hurt a lot the last few years. They had some guys out. I imagine they're probably really excited to have everybody healthy, having a great start. I think they're going to carry this momentum. I'm going with the Bombers.
Sam?
Yeah, Wyndham's start this year, they have been a team that has really surprised me. I think the most surprising team for me this year on the network is Wyndham. Is it Jake I or Jack I?
Jack I, yep.
That kid. Jake is the coach. Jack is the player. Yep. All right. Yep. So Jack I is phenomenal. I mean, that kid is an all-around athlete. He's excellent to watch. Both of these teams are 2-0, riding highs, but tonight the Blue Jays are going to be 3-0. Give me Jackson Milton.
Wow, the Keegan White watch is on. The kid just continues to be a big name in our area, making a name for himself with behind center and usually in the shotgun. All that being said, it is going to be rainy. It is going to be lightning. And it is going to be Wyndham who wins this one tonight with and listen, I can't bet against them. I bet for them last week against my own alma mater guys. I mean, Wyndham is on a roll, like more so than a piece of butter on a biscuit at where's that place we went, Sam? The Country Crock or whatever it was down in Texas.
Cracker Barrel?
Cracker Barrel, that's what it was. Cracker Barrel.
Country Crock.
Wow. I don't know. Country Crock's isn't that butter though?
That's
butter.
Fake butter.
I had a reference going.
You're there.
I was working there. I was in the same ballpark. But yeah, like I really think that Wyndham has something special this year. Jack I was told by one of my dearest friends in the world who knows ball. He texted me after that Palestine game. He goes, "Listen, man, Jack I is the real deal." So do not be surprised if Jack I go crazy here tonight against Jackson Milton because, my goodness, this could be a shootout. This could be like a 61-60 game in the elements, boys. I'm kind of excited for it. I'm not going to lie, especially with that camera being set up on top of the school. So it's going to be sniper vision down onto the field tonight. So I just hope they have like a cover or something, or else we're not getting to see it. I feel bad. Let's go to who Wyndham beat last week, a team that's looking to bounce back. Bridgeport at East Palestine. We've got a big game here for the Bulldogs. It's the battle of the Bulldogs, as a matter of fact. East Palestine comes in 1-1. Ambitions not only to win the league, but to get to the playoffs this year. Will they get back on track tonight? Let's start with Eric Hughes.
Yep, East Palestine will be 2-1 after tonight. Give me the Bulldogs.
You got it. Altizer?
Yeah, Bridgeport struggling. They did get a win from week 1, but they're not going to have enough tonight. I think East Palestine wins comfortably.
Ty?
Yeah, Drew Pasteur is a big believer in the Palestine Bulldogs. 25 they're favored by, according to him. And you know what? I was going to say the same thing. I think that loss to Wyndham last week helps them. I think it's a wake-up call to realize, you can't just go out there and get easy wins. You got to go out there and you got to grind it out. I think they're going to realize that tonight. Give me the Bulldogs.
Sam?
Yeah, I think East Palestine got to taste victory in week 1, and they ran into a team that is on the up and coming in Wyndham. They're going to taste it again tonight. They figured out how to win, and they're going to incorporate it. Give me the real Bulldogs, which reside in East Palestine.
Oh, there's going to be some hatred coming from Poland for that. I feel my inbox crinkling right now.
Imagine an NE8 team hating me.
Point taken, my friend. Point taken. I, too, am going to roll with East Palestine. I think that the tough loss to Wyndham on the road, on the way home, there was probably some reminiscing, some looking in the mirror, some looking, accountability being shed on each one of those guys. And I think that they like the way that win tastes in week 1. I think in week 3 here, they're going to get right back on, and we're going to go Bulldogs across the board from East Palestine, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. Sweep them up, Bulldogs! That's 2 out of 3 sweeps for East Palestine. I'm the only scumbag that picked against them last week, I'm pretty sure. Would have been 3 weeks of sweeps for East Palestine, which would have been record here on YSN. Good luck, Bulldogs, tonight. All right, back. Oh, boy. I'm clicking stuff I don't need to be clicking on. Let's go to OBS popped up, and I lost my marbles. All right, let's go to Lakeview at Liberty. Jordan Barber going to be on this one. Tell you what, Liberty is a team that everybody looked to, and 2 weeks in, we're still kind of unsure what this team can be. With Lakeview, the NE8 squad, and everybody, the NE8 carries name, folks. The NE8 carries name. Playing Liberty tonight. What do you think is going to happen? Let's start with Ty. Why don't we start with you?
Yeah, I think Lakeview is leveling up once again this season, and they've continued each and every year. The last 5, it seems like we've been able to see that straight projecting growth. I think Lakeview wins this one. Liberty, I know they've struggled 2 weeks, but they're running into another really tough opponent. I think Lakeview by multiple scores here.
Gary, from your standpoint, is there any reason to just have an absolute buzzsaw of a non-conference schedule to open up a year?
I mean, you can look at it 2 ways. Either it's going to get you prepared for your league schedule, or, I always look at it from both ways. The other way is, are your kids going to get their heads down? Are they going to start not believing in themselves if they really coming out there playing tough, not able to bring home wins? I guess it just depends on each program. There are pluses and minuses to it.
Coach Simon, obviously from Liberty, knew that he had a great non-conference schedule coming in, and then he goes into the MVAC. Gary, do you think that Liberty gets it done tonight against Lakeview?
I honestly don't. I just think this is going to be another tough game. This is a buzzsaw. I mean, you're going to find out how much heart Liberty has, see what they can do, how they come out tonight, and then in the weeks coming after this, but I just can't go with them this weekend.
Hughes?
Here I am again, picking the Bulldogs. Give me Lakeview.
Okay. Sam?
Listen, I picked against Lakeview last week against Jefferson. I thought that game was going to be a lot more competitive. They showed me something last week that really opened my eyes. I'm going to pick Lakeview not only this week, but I think that the NE8 title may be decided in Lakeview this year.
Whoa.
There's a lot of good teams in the NE8 this year. I can't wait till that conference opens up, man. There's going to be so many matchups.
Whoa. Yeah. Sam just threw down the gauntlet. listen, I'm really impressed with Lakeview. Liberty at home, I'm going to take them. I'm going to roll the dice here. I'm going to say Liberty gets their act together. Coach Simon has them playing at another level, and that leopard level of football that we have grown accustomed to over the years. Liberty is back starting tonight. Give me the Leps.
Little lone wolf action.
Well, and I've got to address something real quick because last week I lone wolfed Orange over Mineral Ridge, and I won that one in Balestrino. I know you're a Ram lover. Your son is an incredible player, but I owe you this. So there you go. That's we got to do a better job. It's one of those ADH things that we all have. ADHD. See, I can't even get the stupid letters right. I'm so distracted. So it's one of those things that we're like moving through this as quick as we can because we look at the clock every minute. And we're like, oh man, this one's going. So call us out if we're not doing lone wolves and sweeps. You call us out. Ty usually keeps us pretty locked in. So Ty, you failed at your job last week. I'm sorry to say.
Sorry.
Let's go. Niles at Lakeside. Bad news, or I guess good news is we got 2 YSN schools going head to head. And also good news for DK Kotzel is he won't get locked in the press box at Lakeside this week. So congratulations. That's twice, guys. Sam broke the news to me. That's twice that we've had someone locked in the Niles press box after the game. Niles, please help us out. Send help for us after the game. Do it just
leave a key under the mat for us. Something. Let us know where something is.
We got to start wearing bells.
All right. Who's got Niles? Who's got Lakeside? Sam, start us off.
So I think Lakeside this week, they had a tough loss against a very, very good NDCL team. If you haven't had a chance to go watch those guys, that's a really talented team. But you know, I'm going to sound like a broken record, just like you said. I think weather is going to play the biggest factor tonight. And when it comes to the run game, I think Lakeside has the better of the two teams. I think Nate Bartone is an absolute house to try and bring down. J. Anthony Williams is one of the most electric elite running backs on the network. They're going to rely heavily on those two guys to carry the load tonight. It is the home opener for Lakeside. It is going to be packed. They are going to be almost at capacity, according to the ticket sales from the AD tonight. It's going to be loud in there. Give me Lakeside.
Ooh, the Dragons. All right. Oh, we'll battle the Dragons, by the way.
It's a dragon battle.
Green versus red, baby.
Oh, my goodness. Ty, which Dragon are you taking?
Yeah, I agree with Sam. I'm going to go with Lakeside in this one. Niles defensively has looked good. I think the rain's going to help him. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think it'll be close, but Niles hasn't scored yet this season. And, I mean, just that alone, I think, is just making it hard for me to pick them. I think they need to figure that out first. But Lakeside's already figured out how to win a ball game. I'm going to take them, especially in a home opener.
Gare.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going Lakeside.
Let's go to Eric Hughes.
I hate to pick against Northeast 8 school. I really do, but I'm going to go with Lakeside in this one.
I am too, and I get that feeling. And Sam, you got one on us because, we like to have that little rivalry, that little riff going between the 3-3-0 and the 4-4-0. But I think Lakeside is turned it around completely, man. And by the way, love those coaches' interviews that you do each and every week. They're phenomenal. I'm a fan of Lakeside. Tonight, Dragons, until you stop locking our guys in your press box, Lakeside gets my vote. let's go to Pymatuning Valley at Jefferson. And Samuel, who takes this one?
Listen, this game is responsible for this white patch right here. It's games like this. This is a tough one to call. The rain is going to play a huge factor like it is on every game, but this one more so probably than most. You look at PV, I don't think they've thrown a pass on purpose in 6 years. They run the ball. They run the ball well, 3,500 yards last year. They've got two almost 300-yard rushers already this year. This game, the weather is going to play right into their hand, but Jefferson is hungry. Jefferson has athletes. Dylan Burlingham has over 400 yards passing already this year. Cage Bozar is an electric athlete.
Wait.
Repeat
that stat. Repeat that stat for those in the back.
What? Which one? Cage Bozar?
The passing stat.
Dylan Burlingham has over 400 yards passing already this year.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 1,000. I was like, what?
Oh, no. 322 in just week 1 against Girard. So he is a very talented quarterback. Terry Brown, 6'4", almost 7-foot wingspan. He's going to be able to go over the top. They are not playing on dirt. They are playing in one of the best, if not the best turf in Ohio, in Jefferson tonight. PV's running on a high. It's a home game for Jefferson. I'm going to give the Falcons the look on this one. Give me Jefferson.
Okay, for clarification, for those turf enthusiasts out there, you think it's the best turf because of the design, not because of the actual turf itself, correct?
It's the design. Yeah, absolutely. That turf design looks like it got made in NCAA college football 2025. And if you want to check it out, go check it out right now because it's the real deal.
I just want to make sure because we have turf enthusiasts out there. Wait a minute, we just put in turf. How's our turf? It is sweet looking. It is sweet looking. I'll give them that 100%. It is what you'd expect if you went to a college. So kudos to you, Jefferson. Awesome job. I too will jump on the Falcon bandwagon tonight. Ty Bartell.
I know hot takes below me, but I'm going to come out with one myself. I think Pymatuning Valley is the best team in the 4-0 this year. Give me the Lakers in this one.
Cold-blooded. And Sam's saying okay, so you got his stamp of approval. Gary,
I can't argue it.
I'm with Ty. I think the Lakers are for real. I don't see them losing this. Give me the Lakers.
Wow. All right, hot take. It's up to you.
PV isn't playing great football lately. I'll take the Lakers in this one. But I'll say this real quick though. I hate turf. Get rid of it. Start playing on grass again. That's just me personally.
Make grass great again.
Get off my lawn.
He had to cool my take down by coming up with a hotter one, and I appreciate you taking some of the heat off of me, Eric. That's what he's great for that too.
I thought he was going to say the unmentionable when we talk about Pymatuning Valley. I thought he was going to just throw the e-brake on and say no.
Listen, here the hate starts already. I see it in the comment section. This is why I've got the Grays. I can't pick Ashtabula teams.
Oh my gosh. And those of you who have the control in the back room, if you wouldn't mind putting the comments up, because I've got this schedule in front. So if you see something worthy of it, hit it up. Let's go. Let's go to Steubenville at Cardinal Mooney. Oh boy. Oh daddy. The Big Red coming in, taking on the Big Red Machine in the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. At Stambaugh in the Ice Castle. We know what Steubenville does. They play football. Gary, nobody knows it better than you. Well documented down your way. But can the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals pull out a big victory, most likely a signature victory at the end of the season right here tonight on YSN? Gary, what do you say?
I got to see Mooney play once this year. Chris Sigler and I did the game. A good team. A big roster. They've got athletes. They just couldn't really figure out the offense. Their defense is tough. They fly to the ball. But you can't go into a game with a team like Big Red and not have some explosiveness to you as far as putting points on the board. I just think that Mooney will probably keep it close for a while, but I think that Big Red team who likes to pound the ball and who can air it out when they need to, they're just going to be too much. Give me Big Red.
All right. One scumbag on the panel. Who's going to join him? Eric Hughes?
No, not me. I got Mooney in this one. Think that defense is going to dominate tonight.
Back on track. All right. Who's going to say it first? Who's going to talk about the rain? Ty Bartell, is it you?
No, I think the Big Red too, one of the notorious football programs of the state too, no doubt. But I think Mooney being 0-2, I think it's potential for Steubenville to overlook them. Mooney at home, Mooney in the rain. Give me Cardinal Mooney. Give me the Cardinals in this one.
Sam, go ahead.
Listen, Cardinal Mooney is one of the best football programs in the country. With that being said, they've got the type of schedule that if I was the head coach, I wouldn't be able to sleep for 10 straight weeks. I've never seen a bigger slobber knocker every single week. I don't know when they're going to catch their breath. They will be getting some wins this week, but not this week.
What?
Scumbag pick. I'm going to go with Steubenville.
Is that a bag on your head?
That's a scumbag. This is the scumbag.
Oh,
Did Sam just say slobber knocker? Did I
Sure
hear that
did.
correctly?
he sure
All
did.
right, then.
Pulled out the old JR.
Yeah. My God. Okay, so Steubenville, obviously we're well, acquainted with where they play. On their scoreboard, mounted is a horse, a stallion, if you will, that every time they score breathes fire. But tonight they play in the Ice Castle, and tonight it's ice that defeats fire. It's the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals from Youngstown, Ohio, laying it to Steubenville tonight in our hometown. Oh, for all you Pisons out there, come on down to the MVR and celebrate after, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Cards. Let's go. I got way too excited about that. I don't know where I was going. There was no drop off, guys. There was no way to just slow that down and get back to the take. So let's go. Tuskegee Central Catholic? Tuskegee
Tuscarawas. But yeah.
Is it Central Catholic? Is it CC? Is that or community? Are we
Yes.
playing another community
Yes.
college?
I'd imagine it's Central Catholic.
against Lowellville. Hughesy, you have this one. What are your expectations for the Rockets this week?
Well, Lowville, they had a tough loss at Toronto last week, 57-26, I think. But I don't think they can play much worse than that, honestly. I think they'll get back on the track this week at home, especially with the rain. I'd look out for Gino Perry to have a historic performance tonight. Might set some records. Give me the Rockets. They've also never lost a home game when I've called them there.
Oh, insert
Just saying.
personal playbook here. All right. Also, just so we're on the same page, I believe that the Rockets were playing at the same time as Jimmy Fallon was on. So take that for what it's worth. A little bit of a late night game for the Rockets on the road. So there you have it. Gary, who do you got?
Louisville played that tough Toronto team last week that has 3 Division I football players on it, or athletes, I should say, on it. That's probably as tough as it's going to get for them in the regular season. This is going to be a much different game. I think Louisville names the score here. Give me the Rockets big.
I, too, am going to take the Rockets. I'm going to go with G-Unit, Gino Perry. Give it a big night for the Rockets tonight. Sammy.
Tusky, Muskie, Husky. I'm a Rocket man. Give me Louisville.
Rocket man. All right, Ty, who do you got?
Yeah, I think Hughesy, you're going to be out of there so early. You're going to be able to watch the whole Godfather trilogy, waiting to get on that Joe Dickey electric scoreboard by the time you get out. Give me Louisville big in this one.
I got to work 6-2 tomorrow, so they better get done early.
give them some motivation.
Do it for hot take.
Yeah.
There needs to be a sign in the crowd tonight. Do it for hot take. That's all. If that happens tonight, I will get you a YSN T-shirt. Whoever makes it.
Zoom in on it. find the sign in the crowd.
Send it to us, and we'll make sure you get a YSN T-shirt. United at Crestview, another old TCL rivalry. I previewed it with Dana this week on the Burnett Pools, Spas, and Hot Tubs YSN preview. And I'll tell you what, guys, I really like this Crestview team. The more I get to know them, the more I get to like them. Max Hawkins is a dog. Jake Nolling, dog. So, I mean, I know that you've got Newburn, who is incredible. His brother is at the college level playing baseball. He's a multi-sport athlete. Parker Newburn is his name. I like the Rebels tonight, and I like them because it's another game in Crestview, man. They are making the most of these non-conference games with some big hitters, but Crestview is a different animal at home. Give me the Rebels. Sam.
Yeah, Crestview, they're a team that likes to run the ball, if I'm not mistaken. Like that's one of their calling cards. It's gonna rain, and it's gonna play into their it's gonna play into their hand, but I'm still going with the U. Give me United.
Wow. Okay, Ty.
I do think a score is going to be the difference maker in this. I think it's going to be a 1-score game final either way. I'm rocking with Sam's pick, though, too. I'm going to go United and a slight edge in this one. On the road, it's going to be tough. I know Crestview fans like to get loud and rowdy, but I think United can win on the road.
I'm getting the vocal cords tuned up, baby. I feel a wolf coming on. Gary.
Yeah, I don't see this as a close game. I think Crestview is better, and they'll be better by multiple scores. United had a tough time with East Canton last week. That first game, Minerva, that turned into a lopsided score at the end, but it wasn't that bad in the first half. I just don't think this is the same United teams that we have seen in the past. I'm going the Rebels by 20.
Whoa! What's Drew Pasteur have this one as?
Yeah, it's Crestview by 8.
Oh, Gary says, give me 2. I'll take 2. Hot take. What are you taking?
I think United will cover that spread, but I still have Crestview winning in the end.
Wait, they'll cover the 8?
Yeah.
Or the 20?
The 8.
Okay.
Crestview's favored by 8, right?
Yep.
Yes.
In the official one, the unofficial Gary Altizer. I think that we need to make a website, Gary.
Well, I'll group text you all tonight and say I was closer than Drew Pasteur. How about that?
I can't wait. I can't wait. All right. Ursuline at Farrell. We have this one. We are not permitted to be at the game, but we're sending Tim Corso to the game to report on it. So we apologize for that. I'm going to take the Ursuline Fighting Irish. I think Farrell is not the same Farrell that we are accustomed to hearing about. I think a step back, but Ursuline is going to bounce back and take a win tonight on the road at Farrell. Sam.
Ursuline, big. They might be done before the Howling game starts.
Oh, boy. The Farrell boys are coming for you. They are going to take out Sammy. First off, they're going to say, where the hell is Ashtabula? And where can we find this guy at the yacht club? All right, Ty.
I said it last week when it came to the Irish. If we ain't allowed to stream them, we're just going to go down there and beat them. Give me the Irish again.
I love it. That needs to be a shirt. All right, Gary.
Yeah, Ursuline.
Hughes.
Yeah, buddy.
You. All right. Anthony Malone goes on. Well, I guess technically it's not on the road. It's at Brookfield. And what I think could be a very intriguing matchup between Brookfield and, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the hat. America, okay? I feel very strong about the man I'm about to announce right here, okay? Andy Hake gets a bounce-back win, St. Thomas Aquinas on Saturday in big fashion. He leads his Eagles into Warrior territory. Let's go, Eric Hughes. Who are you taking in this one?
This is probably the hardest game to pick out of all of them for me, honestly. I'll go Valley Christian, though.
All right. Gary?
Yeah, this is a tough one. I think the Eagles they're a good team. Brookfield, I don't know. They've had some tough games to start the season. It's a close one. I'm going to go with my buddy Andy Hake. Let's go Eagles.
All right. Ty?
I do love me some Hake-a-mania, but that Brookfield team 0-2, but they're one of the best 0-2 teams I think we have on the network right now with that team and them at home. It's going to be tough. I'm going to show the Warriors some love too. Both YSN schools, give me Brookfield.
All right. Sam?
Yeah, if I was reading correctly, I believe that quarterback for Valley Christian threw for about 19 touchdowns last week.
Dion Miller.
Some sort of school record. They got this running back that's okay down at Valley Christian in Lindsay.
Jay-Sean Lindsay.
It is, as we've repeated over and over and over, it's going to be a rainy game. It's Hake all the way. Give me Valley Christian. I,
too, am going to side with the Republic and take Valley Christian in a close game. I think it's going to come to Jay-Sean. It comes down to Jay-Sean Lindsay. It comes down to what can he do against a very tough Brookfield defense. And I agree with you guys. Brookfield probably, if not the best, 0-2 team on the network right now. I think Valley Christian has their hands full, but I think they're able to somehow maneuver their way through it in a big win and go to 2-1 on the year. West Branch at Girard. Radar says this is the game of the night. Matt Marr has the call. Sam, who do you have for the pick?
Listen, I think West Branch, I said last week, I think they should start getting their hotel rooms ready in Canton. I think they are that good this year. They're the real deal. Girard is very good. The rain is going to help them a little bit, but West Branch has seen it, done it, and been there before. I'm going with the Warriors.
Sam is our resident expert in rain, and if it's going to rain, I think every single one of your picks has involved rain.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
Ty, in the rain, who's going to win?
West Branch has some guys on that team that have already had a taste of state championship gold on the baseball side of things, and I think that helps add fuel to the fire. Girard's a good team, but I don't think they're ready for West Branch. I don't think anybody's ready for West Branch. Give me the Warriors.
Gare? You're muted, bud. You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, this West Branch team is special. I just as tough as Girard is, I don't see it tonight. I'm going Warriors.
Warriors? Hughes?
I mean, West Branch, they clearly do have the better team on paper, but I mean, if it was at West Branch, I would definitely take the Warriors, but I don't know. I just have a feeling Girard's going to pull it out home, pull off the upset.
Wow.
Special from Hot Take.
Wow. Well, get your.
They're also a Northeast State school.
I was just about to say that's the first time I think we've swept against a Northeast State team that wasn't playing a Northeast. Oh my God, any 8 team. I'm going to take the West Branch Warriors as well. Hot take it away. Give us your howl.
How do I think Girard's going to win?
No,
Like
your
I said-
howl, like your
lone
wait.
wolf howl.
Yeah, your lone wolf.
Oh, no. I got to save my voice for the air tonight. I'm not doing it.
Okay. Got it. Sorry about that. Let's go Western Reserve at Columbiana. Joe Eusebio has this call, guys. I think this has all the makings of a slobber knocker in the old Columbiana Park. I am going to go out on a limb and say Western Reserve gets a victory. I really like Darney Hemberger. They were on with Colucci this week on the Devil's Hour. So I like what they're doing. I like the line up front, moving people around. Columbiana, young team. Can they get older tonight? More experienced? Yes. Can they get a win? We'll see. Sam.
I am not going to talk about the weather, but what I am going to talk about is the notorious B.O.B., the coach of the Clippers. And that's why I'm going with them, baby. Give me Columbiana.
Ty.
I got to learn that
I do
clap.
love me some. I do love me some Coach Spate, but I also love me some Coach Armini. I think he's doing a phenomenal job over there with the Blue Devils. Give me Western Reserve in this one, going 3-0 on the year.
Sam, as an East Palestine guy, I hear that clap in my nightmares, so it's not that hard to learn. It might take you a good 20 seconds to catch on to 2 claps, pause, 2 claps. Gary.
Yeah, I just think this reserve team is going to get it done. They're having a great year. They've got, quality win on their resume already early in the season. I'm going with the Blue Devils in this one.
Eric Hughes.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, Columbia, I don't think they're nearly as bad as the record would indicate, but they've had to play a few good teams to start off this season. Lost to Louisville week 1, lost to McDonald last week, and it's not going to get any easier tonight playing against a really good Western Reserve team. I'll take the Blue Devils in this one.
All right, the next game, before we announce it, I have to I think we all need to acknowledge our tribal chief because Orange, ladies and gentlemen, came through, and there was only one believer, okay? One believer, one guy that what's that thing called that the OTC wears, Ty? The Luafua or whatever it's called? I don't know what it is. Anyway.
Yeah, the Luafala. The Luafala.
Yeah, I have the Luafala right now, and I need you guys to acknowledge your tribal chief. One's to the sky, ladies and gentlemen. Orange at Wycliffe, and Orange will once again walk away with a huge victory tonight. One's to the sky. Sam, go ahead.
Listen, I have not been a believer in orange, and they have smacked me in the mouth 2 weeks in a row. I'm going orange this time. Give me the Lions.
Acknowledge your tribal chief. Ty, go ahead. Ty, are you there? Ty is not there. Gary
He's
Altizer.
Hey, you know what? Orange, what a great game they had last week. And I saw a picture on YSN Live. Sam, you want to see some good-looking uniforms? Check out those orange uniforms. They already have the sickest helmet in the area. Their uniforms are pretty sweet. I think that they're an improving team, a team headed straight up. I'm not picking against the orange and black team this week. So give me the Lions. Here we go. Here it comes. I know it's coming.
Bad thing is, I know I'm stalling right now, but these things are awesome until you have to take them out or put them back in, and then it's like a lot of work. Orange, for you, I will wear this the rest of the night.
There you go.
Get it on. Oh, my gosh. Come on. Dude, no wonder there's so many concussions. This thing doesn't even go on my head. Oh, my gosh. I feel like Patrick Mahomes. All right. Todd, did you go?
No, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions. The mighty Lions gonna be sleeping well in the jungle tonight after a win. Give me orange.
Orange gets this. Wait, Hughes, did you pick orange?
No, but yes, orange. I was looking for an orange prop, but I don't have any in my room.
I've got two. Hey, all you ADs out there, just so you know, I've got 2 orange helmets, and some of you I don't have any. I've got a Ridge helmet. I'm looking at you, Balestrino. I appreciate you. Acknowledge your tribal chief. All right. We have Waterloo at Lisbon. Ooh. Larry Scragg. And who else is on this? Dominic. I don't know. Who is this guy? Who is it? I've never met him. Welcome, Dominic. Welcome, Dominic. We appreciate you. All right. The Waterloo and Lisbon. Lisbon bouncing back, didn't have a game last week because of some illness. Who do you take in this one, man? This is tough. Not a whole lot to go by with the Blue Devils. Waterloo, Ty. What do we know about the Vikes?
I know that the Vikes, man, they're playing really some real good football right now, and they're getting it done with a lot of good offensive line play. And if you know anything about Coach Mike DeVries, he loves that old Ohio State mantra, right? 3 yards in a cloud of dust, right? And he's gonna look to run that a lot too with the Waterloo Vikings tonight. And before Sam gets to it, it's gonna rain tonight, so it's gonna be an impact for tonight's game. I think Lisbon not having a game last week might hurt him a little bit, getting back to it this week, having that kind of bye week early. I think Waterloo coming off of a win 2 consecutive weeks is going to fuel them in this one. I think they go 3-0.
Sam?
Listen, whatever the Prince of Portage says, when it's Portage area teams, I'm going with, because only fools go against Ty if it's a Portage team. So Ty said, whatever Ty said, I'm going with him. Give me Waterloo.
I'll just go ahead and go. You have to feel for Lisbon as a head coach of a high school sports team. When you have a sickness go through, it's tough to deal with. I mean, canceling a game probably was the last thing they wanted to do. But if you get to that point, you know it's bad. So hopefully those kids are healthy this week. But I don't know if they're going to have enough firepower. I got the Vikings in this one.
Hughes?
Give me the M-back Scarlet School again. We'll take Waterloo. Get well soon to Lisbon, though. That sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Fits
Guess
a little
what?
bit better.
This one fits. Yeah, this one I'm ready to go. This one I'm ready to just sling it around. I feel like Brock Purdy in this thing. I'm taking. You know how ironic it would be if I put the Lisbon helmet on and took Waterloo?
I would have been like, "You're the biggest troll."
That would be so ignorant. This one's for my boy Logan Bell, former quarterback of the Lisbon Blue Devils. Coach Meek, get the guys right, get them ready to go. Ashton Hitchcliffe, I'm taking the Blue Devils tonight in a huge bounce back fashion. The Devils are victorious. All right, that is all of them. Spectrum has, in case you're wondering, Spectrum has Kirtland at Perry, so that's why we don't have that one. We miss out on our first Perry game of the year at home because of our friends, quote unquote, at Spectrum. One game to pick real quick for tomorrow. Noah Doty and CJ Schroeds covering us up. LeBray at Warren JFK. Guys, I think this is going to be an outstanding game. I'm taking JFK because I think JFK is back. Sam, what say you?
Yeah, I love me some LeBray. I love what the Vikings are doing over there, but JFK is a different animal. I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles are flying high. They've brought in some big names. They're back full force this year. Give me JFK.
Yeah, JFK, a force to be reckoned with again. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to take Warren JFK also. LeBray last week, they just had to sort it out with Campbell. Literally won it with like 10 seconds left to go. This week they have to play against an even tougher Warren JFK team on the road. So I'll take the Eagles.
All right, you know what it's time for, boys? Time to put the bow on the show. It is time for the Joe Dickey Electric What's Your Spark, presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical. You can visit them today at DickeyElectric.com. All right, hot take, start us off.
OHSA, whoever else is in charge of high school football, if you're listening, do not ever install this new kickoff rule they put in the NFL. It is terrible. Nobody asked for this. There might not be one kickoff return touchdown this year. If you don't want that happening in high school football, never let this come here.
Did you say on your social media today that Roger Goodell was high for letting this happen?
He had. Who asked for that? Who asked for it? I just want to know. Who asked
All
for it?
two teams asked for this.
I don't know, man. Did one fan support it? Any NFL fan?
It'll get better. I think this is going to get better. I think they're going to end up moving touchback to the 35, which will negate touchbacks because you don't want teams starting on the 35-yard line. I think that's coming, but we'll see. Right now, I agree with you, but in the future, I might slide the other way. Gary.
Yeah, my spark this week goes to the Wellsville Tiger football team. Lost a tough one, 30-28 last week. Had a touchdown called back for the second week in a row. Outgained their opponents. Had more first downs than their opponents. They just happened to have some penalties coming in opportune times the last 2 weeks. Really close games. First week, the numbers were even across the board. I just want those guys to know that we're all cheering for them. Hats off to Coach Douglas and his staff. You guys are making us proud. Keep grinding, boys.
Good one. Ty, hang on. You're on the bottom for some reason. There you go.
Negative spark, and that's just working on cars. Oh my goodness. Oh, you talk about putting a 9-hour day into a car and then it just doesn't work. There's nothing more defeating in that feeling. But we're going to get back on the road. We're going to get everything fixed up here. But no, the amount of time that these cars I've put into it. Oh my goodness. That's my negative spark right now. Just hoping I can get a spark in my car.
Sorry, Ty.
Oh, yeah. So my spark tonight is not going to be about a football team. It's not going to be about a football player. It's going to be about one of our own YSN, one of our own members. My spark is that I am thankful to the great Lord above that one of our team members in Larry Jennings, who had a major cardiac event last week, was able to get treated and streeted and right back where he belongs in the booth. And I'm just very, very thankful that everything went well. And one of our team members gets to continue doing what he does best, and that's highlighting these athletes.
My spark is just simply the communities that we represent, that we get have the opportunity and the absolute pleasure to be able to be in and week out, and I don't know, the way that community comes together, that cares for people when they're in their time of need. It's incredible. I cannot. I mean, there's multiple communities that we can name, and I guarantee right now everybody's thinking of one particular community, and you can toss all of them here on YSN into that pot, stir it up, and I'm sure they would care about your community as well, all the same. folks, high school sports is the most pure thing in the world at this point, especially in the sports world. But what I can tell you is, with NIL, with pro gambling, with everything that's going on across the board, what I can tell you is we are so fortunate to be able to shut everything down, come together as a community, a family, whatever it may be, on a Friday night or on a Tuesday night for volleyball or on a Wednesday night for soccer or whatever it may be, and rally around one another. And especially when there are terrible, tragic things that happen every single day in this country, in each community, it is great to know that we can count on each other to pick each other up along the way. So a hat tip to all of those communities that do that. We are all fortunate to be surrounded by you, and hopefully you feel the same way about being with us. So that is the YSN Power Hour for this Friday, week 3, boys. About to be in the books. We're almost a month in already. This is incredible. Incredible. I think we find the contenders and the pretenders tonight right here on YSN. A full slate of coverage. All begins at 7 o'clock or 6:55. If you want to watch the audible call right here on YSN, or you can watch it on Channel 21 WFMJ or WFMJ.com. For Sam, for Ty, for Gary, and for Hot Take Eric Hughes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the YSN Power Hour, powered by Toyota of Warren. We'll see you next time. YSN thanks you for watching this